It's 3 a.m. A highly complex, multi-currency cross-border transaction just hit a custodial wallet, triggering a critical alert. Many financial institutions market their scale and reliability by claiming to be AI-powered. In practice, that setup involves bolting generic, off-the-shelf chatbots onto 40-year-old COBOL databases. That architecture collapses in the middle of the night. A generic public model hasn't been trained on sovereign finance, leading to hallucinations about regulatory guidelines. It remains a passive tool, relying on human engineers to wake up and perform manual API reviews. Global finance moves too fast for an AI assistant. To handle off-hours crises, intelligence must be woven directly into the core operating system, an AI-native architecture. Sigma BankAI is building this system by integrating Mistral Forge as its foundation. During pre-training, Sigma feeds the Forge architecture decades of proprietary cross-border ledgers and sovereign compliance manuals, rather than generic internet text. Because this ingestion happens inside a completely isolated environment, the model internalizes the bank's exact vocabulary, reasoning patterns, and strict operational constraints. At 2 a.m., the system detects a sudden, unexpected regional liquidity shift across global custodial wallets. Instead of waiting for a human technician, the system deploys Mistral Vive autonomous agents. These agents natively write code, execute smart contracts, and reroute settlement rails instantly. This agent-first design removes human latency. Overnight risk mitigation becomes an instant, autonomous resolution. By 6 a.m., the network enters the quiet period just before global trading hours commence. The system uses this window for continuous adaptation, generating synthetic edge case transaction data to benchmark and stress test its own risk models before the markets open. At 12 p.m., peak transaction volume hits the network all at once. Forge handles massive compute loads using a mixture of experts architecture. A cross-border transfer doesn't trigger the massive AI model, but activates specialized modules like FX hedging. Simultaneously, reinforcement learning loops act as safety filters, aligning transactions with shifting sovereign sanctions. By combining mixture of experts with continuous adaptation, the bank achieves precision and regulatory compliance at a fraction of the traditional compute cost. Over a full 24-hour cycle, the Sigma Bank AI ecosystem operates as a continuous, self-healing loop. Throughout millions of routing decisions, the bank maintained complete strategic autonomy. No proprietary data ever left the private perimeter. Because this system continuously absorbs every policy decision, agent-late, and custodial history, it becomes the compiled institutional memory of the bank. Mistral Forge transforms the AI model into an appreciating asset on the balance sheet. Intelligence becomes the permanent core fabric of the enterprise.